Hello Jungle Heat friends. I have an opportunity to show the Spark system in action, and so I'm going to do that in this video, and then I'm also going to take a quick moment to clarify a couple points of interest that I've learned in the last 24 hours. Now for starters, some of you might be wondering what the stats look like when you upgrade it from 2 to 3, so why don't I just punch that out real quick and show you. Much more significant than 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is 5 to 9 damage, and 2 to 3 is 9 to 16. So a total of 25 damage. I don't know what it'll be from 3 to 4 when I get to it. I'll post those stats. So at any rate, in case you're curious, that's what you can expect. And then the second thing I want to point out is the cargo plane, the resource tournament that you use to get those cogwheels here over on the right hand side. The resource tournament actually resets daily. It's a little misleading because I'm looking at this 12 days and thinking, okay, in about 10 days I can actually use this thing. It's actually daily. And at the conclusion of the tournament, you will automatically be awarded the appropriate number of resource refillers for the Spark system, so you don't have to collect it like you had to do in the previous tab when you were gathering these resources for the parts. You don't have to click on it, which is a fortuitous set of circumstances because it just so happened to be that almost immediately after I was rewarded and had my Spark system charged up, I was subsequently attacked. So why don't I just go ahead and pull one up. And I regret to inform you that I only really have a single discharge from this thing to show you, but I can at least give you what it looks like. Let's go with this one because I just got completely annihilated. You're freaking horrible, Kulz. I know. I freaking know, man. Losing all those resources. So I'm going to zoom in really quickly because it pops up right when these spies go after this oil rig down here. And you can see the effect of the Spark system when it's in action. So here it goes, it pops, pew, little Star Trek pulse, and it's very anticlimactic because that's essentially what that's the only time that it had an opportunity to fire on the spies. I believe if the Spark system is triggered in action, it costs 1 resource. It's not per pulse. So if you get attacked in battle and it pops up, even if it doesn't fire, because that was what happened in the previous battle, it actually popped up, but by the time it deployed, it wasn't able to find the nearest enemy target, and it never even fired a single round, and it actually charged me for one of those resource units. So if you get 10, it means it's good for 10 attacks in the event that it's aggroed by enemy units. So it's just something to consider. I'm starting to wonder, like, oh, you know, they're not really gaining that many resources. What's happening? He hasn't really deployed it, but this is a good opportunity to show you my base defense setup in action. He does a standard gunner bomber route. We'll watch the bombers and see what they do because I was talking about that algorithm. So they blow up, but none of them actually breach the interior, which is nice because now I have a whole wall staged and set up for when he does his spies, which is the worst thing you can do now because my spider gun rounds are all going to go through this opening. They're not going to scatter like they used because that's part of the algorithm in Jungle Heat with the way that the spider gun works. So these spies get hosed, and there's 30 seconds out in the beginning to wonder, well, how is he going to get 500,000 in resources? And then it dawns on me, I'm a complete idiot. I put my storage facilities, my gold and oil facilities, conveniently together, vulnerable to airstrike, and guess what? He takes advantage of it. So, way to be fail, Kulz. At any rate, hope that answers any questions. I'll conclude the video by thanking you all again for watching, and stay tuned. I'll come up with some more stuff as it comes along. Take care.